Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope that you are all having an amazing day, and even more so, I hope that you all had an amazing 2019 year. Which is why in this video, I'm going to show you guys my top 3 PvP MMORPGs of 2019. It's been a crazy year for me, and I just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, which is an amazing feeling, and I want to thank all of you for your support. If you are new, be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to stay notified on whenever I post content. So MMORPGs have always been a big part of my life, and I actually have been playing RuneScape since 2005, before and after the whole evolution of combat debacle, but that's a story for another video. Bottom line being, I've always loved playing games with an online community of people, and one part of these games in particular has always been a drawing point for me. That's PvP, or player versus player. As a matter of fact, I posted a video over 10 years ago on another channel of myself PvPing. Be sure to check the links down in the description and go check out my remakes of those videos on this channel. That sounds weird. I'll just cut that out. Anyways, PvP is a fun part of MMORPGs where one player tests their skills against another player of a similar level. If you guys are a long-time viewer of this channel, you will know that I stress time and time again just how easily I can get hooked on a game that brings out any sort of competitive nature in me. It is always an adrenaline-packed ride of wins and losses, which leads to hours upon hours of entertainment. So, without further ado, let's get into my top 3 PvP MMORPGs of 2019. Going in no particular order, and starting off at number 1 on the list is going to be Dofus. Now, a lot of people most likely have never even heard of this game, unless you are from the area of France or Spain, because yes, this game's population, while not entirely, is largely French and Spanish. But that being said, I've been playing Dofus since 2008, I want to say, on and off, and it offers a form of PvP that is compelling, to say the least. You see, Dofus is a turn-based MMORPG with more than 10 classes to choose from, all with different spells which revolve around 5 elements, being air, water, earth, fire, and neutral. The game is pretty straightforward once you get into it, but the variety of classes and the variety of class builds makes this game so very strategic in nature, both in the way you approach fights and in the way you approach building your character. I've always enjoyed Dofus as a more relaxed MMORPG that tests my brain's ability to adjust and react to situations. Its combat system is smooth and strategic, which is what earns it an entry onto my list. Switching pace a little bit from a relaxed MMORPG PvP experience into a more intense experience, which requires milliseconds of reaction time and hours upon hours of dedication and training to master, second on our list is Old School Runescape. Old School Runescape is a game that requires you to put time and effort into building an account fit for PKing, whether it be a pure or a berserker or a main. PKing comes in all shapes and styles and forms with Old School RuneScape, and it also brings with it a bounty of risks and rewards, because in Old School RuneScape, when you decide to partake in PvP inside of the wilderness area, you risk all of the items on your character's person, which can both be devastating and vastly rewarding. Not to mention the PvP tournaments Old School RuneScape used to hold, and hopefully holds again soon, and the millisecond timing some of these players have in order to pull off amazing combos inside of the wilderness. Old School RuneScape has always been the MMORPG that I enjoy playing the most, and it's nearly entirely due to just how much fun their PvP system is. And last but not least is Albion Online. Now, this game is intense and niche in the fact that it's a very guild-based game, and there are huge guild versus guild battles that take place in Albion's also unforgiving lands, because just like Old School RuneScape, Albion Online's PvP in certain areas will lead to a loss of all of your items. From my experience in Albion Online, PvP is not that easy to find if you're looking for a 1v1 or a 2v2 fight scenario. But those scenarios are out there if you are willing and good enough to risk running into a guild versus guild. Albion Online is also a player-driven economy, which makes the items both lost and gained on the battlefield worth something. And just to play the game Albion Online, you will for sure be put into PvP situations because massive areas of the map are PvP zones, which can lead to utter chaos and heart-pounding escapes from people trying to attack you while you're just out there gathering. Albion Online is certainly an experience that, if you haven't already, should try out, because it is intense and it is grindy and fun, and if you get in there with the right group of people, you will definitely have an amazing time playing the game. All three of these games have amazing PvP mechanics in their own right, and I've played all three of them and had a great time doing so. PvP is such a fun part of these MMORPGs, and I do hope that it will only grow over time. Please let me know down in the comments what your favorite PvP MMORPG is, or PvP in general is, and be sure to like and share this video because every like really goes a long way. Thank you all, and I hope you have an amazing start to your 2020 year. Whip whap wally whack.